Hey, good afternoon. It's been a rough week. And I know it's been about, the death of the great Chadwick Boseman. He was an exceptional actor. I mean, it reminds me of fellow actors who have had to endure illnesses, not just physical, but mental illnesses, and going through, just having to go through what they go through, and just doing what they have to do. I applaud him. I will endlessly applaud him and respect the man he is and was, because for the years he had his cancer, he worked. In pain, he worked. He never revealed anything. The only people that knew were his family, maybe a few friends, but never really a director or anything. He never revealed to a lot of people, but he worked. He wanted to leave a legacy. He wanted to finish what he wanted to do. He said, I gotta do this. So, bravo. Bravo. It's hard for those who, I don't compare myself. I was like, I do the same thing. No, it's hard. When you have an illness, or when you have physical, mental, whatever, when you have a condition or a problem, it's hard to reveal, or it's hard to live with it, because you don't want to become, oh, I'm sick, or oh, I feel this way, or you don't want to become that person that doesn't, I can't do that because I feel like this, because you don't want to become that person, because then they won't want to work with you, or they won't cast you. And it reminds me of the last movie I worked on, where I never told my director that I had an illness, that I have a condition. And I know, based on how I was performing, because I was focusing so much on hiding and concentrating on what I was doing to control the fact that he doesn't need to know that I have this illness, I probably jeopardized working with him in the future. I'll tell you. I'll go into detail. It was a very simple scene. Very simple thing. I had to remember one word. But because of my disease, dealt with memory. I was so focused on walking down 2 stairs. But because of my balance, and the fact that I didn't have a banister, which I have to use all the time because I have balance issues, my focus was on walking down those stairs and not falling. But I had focused so much on walking down those stairs without falling, because I was so terrified, because I was walking down those stairs at night. I forgot the word, but my focus was walking down those stairs. And I kept forgetting the word. And that was one thing. And after that, it was just walking. That was my main, but I just wanted to get everything right. But my focus was so everything else but on my main job, which was my acting. But I was so focused on the one thing I shouldn't have been focused on. instead of telling him, look, well, that's not even the point. The question was, should I have told him I had this? And that my thing was, I didn't want to tell him that because I didn't want to be that person that said, well, I have this, so I don't think I should do this or do this, because maybe he said, well, maybe I shouldn't have cast her, or maybe I shouldn't have given her this part, or maybe, see, I was torn between doing that too. So it was a double-edged sword, so I didn't tell him anything. And I didn't want to, because I didn't want to be that person. So I shot myself in the foot, and I learned from my own mistake. Well, I didn't learn from my own mistake. I swallowed my own sword. But I understand exactly what he had to do. I swallowed my own, I sucked it up and just let whatever happen, and I let whatever anybody's going to think about the performance or me during that whole filming, think about whatever. I was like, oh, well, she sucked, or they think I'm a poor actress, or let anybody, whoever's worked with me or whoever's been working with me, think whatever they want. I'm doing what I have to do. And if it means I don't act anymore, so be it. If my acting, suffers because of what I go through, it's going to go through. Well, I'm going to go through what I have to go through. I will accept that, because this is who I am. This is who I have to be in order to live. And honestly, this is my course. And I think this is what certain people have had to go through, and certain actors and actresses have had to go through, and will have to go through in order to survive. Diseases suck. So to my fellow directors, this is what happened. This is what happened. And this is what will happen. So, there you go.